Hello students, welcome to Vidya Mirat. This video is made for class 10 on chapter number 7, coordinate geometry, and today we are going to do exercise 7.2. This exercise is based on section formula. That means there are 2 points, suppose A and B, with the coordinates x1 y1 and x2 y2, and there is one point P, for example, which is dividing these points in the specific ratio, that is m:n. So we need to find out the coordinates of P, that is x comma y. How are we going to find out? We will be using section formula for this. Please note it down, this is very important. X coordinate will be equal to mx2, that means the m ratio whatever it will be, that will be related with the second coordinate, that is x2 y2. Okay, and n will be related with x1 y1, so that you don't forget. So x is equal to m into x2 plus n into x1 upon m plus n. What is mn? Mn is the ratio which will be given to you. What is y coordinate for P? That will be m into y2 plus n into y1 upon m plus n. Using this formula, we are going to do the exercise. Question number 1. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line of points -1, 7 and 4, -3 in the ratio of 2:3. Now let us say A coordinates are -1 and 7 and B coordinates are 4, -3. We need to find out the point. Say let it be P, whose coordinates are x, y. We have to find this x and y, and the ratio given to us is 2:3. So ratio is in a form of m:n. M is 2 here and n is 3 here. So let us use this in a section formula. What is the section formula? For finding the x coordinate, your formula is m into x2 plus n x1 upon m plus n, and to find y coordinate we have m y2 plus n y1 upon m plus n. We have all the information with us. We have m is 2, x2, what is x2? x2 will be 4, the B coordinate, okay, plus n, what is n? n is 3, x1 is A coordinate, that will be taken as -1. Same way m will remain same as 2 and y2 will become, what is y2? -3, that is B coordinate, plus n, n is 3 into y1, what is y1? y1 is A coordinate, that is 7. So we will put this into this formula. On solving, we will get x as 1 and y as 3. So that means the coordinates P for x and y will be 1, 3. Find the coordinates of the point of trisection of the line segment joining 4, -1 and -2 and -3. So I am taking A point, A coordinates as 4, -1 and B coordinates as -2, -3. Now we have to find out the points of a trisection. Trisection means it should be divided in 3 equal parts. 3 equal parts, let it the center points be P and Q. If I take P as my point, like there is a line segment AB and I take P as my point, it means the ratio will be 1:2. And when I take Q as my point, the ratio will be 2:1. So using this ratio, we are going to find out P coordinates and Q coordinates. So for the first case, if we will take A coordinates, B coordinates, let P be xy and the ratio is 1:2. Means m is to n is 1:2. So let us use the formula. So x is mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and y is my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. So what is m? M is 1. What is x2? -2. N is 2 and x1 is 4 upon m plus n. What is m? 1 and n is 2. So that is 1 plus 2. For the y coordinate, it will become 1 multiplied by -3 plus 2 multiplied by -1 upon 1 plus 2. On solving this expression, we get x as 2 and y as -5/3. So 2, -5/3 are the coordinates of P. Now let us find out for Q. For Q, your ratio will change into 2:1. and AB will remain same. For that, what are we going to do? X is equal to, so M will become 2 here and N will become 1 here. So let us see, X coordinate will be 2 multiplied by minus 2 plus 1 multiplied by 4 divided by 1 plus 2. So Y coordinate will be 2 multiplied by minus 3 plus 1 multiplied by minus 1 upon 1 plus 2. On solving this, we get X as 0 and Y as minus 7 upon 3, and these are the coordinates of Q. So both the coordinates for P we got 2, minus 5 by 3, and Q coordinate we got 0, minus 7 by 3. Question number 3. To conduct sports day activities in your rectangular shaped school ground ABCD, lines have been drawn with chalk powder at a distance of 1 meter each. 100 flower pots have been placed at a distance of 1 meter from each other along AD, as shown in the given figure. Niharika runs 1/4 of the distance AD on the second line and posts a green flag. Preet runs 1/5 distance AD on the 8th line and posts a red flag. What is the distance between both the flags? If Rashmi has to post a blue flag exactly halfway between the line segment joining the two flags, where should she post her flag? Now what are we going to find out? We will be finding out the distance between the two flags, and we will be finding out the midpoints of the two flags. Let us see how we are going to do this. Let's talk about Niharika case. Now Niharika posted green flag at 1/4 of the distance of AD. Now what is AD? AD is your 100 meters. So 1/4 of 100 becomes 25 meters from the starting point of second line. Now what is second line? Second line or 2 will be considered as your x coordinate, and 25 will become your y coordinate. So 2, 25 are the coordinates of Niharika. Let's talk about Preet. So she posted red flag at 1/5 of the distance of AD. So 1/5 of 100 becomes 20 meter, and the starting point is 8th line. So 8 will be your x and 20 will become your y. So both the coordinates of Niharika and Preet we have found, and we have to also find the distance between them. So we will use the distance formula. We know the formula square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Using this, we will find that 8 minus 2 the whole square plus 20 minus 25 the whole square, which is equal to square root of 36 plus 25, which comes out to be square root of 61 meters. So this is the distance between two flags. Now we have to find out the midpoint, middle point. So let it be x and y, and we know the formula for midpoint. For x, it will be 2 plus 8 upon 2, that is equal to 5. And for y, it will be 25 plus 20 upon 2, that is equal to 45 by 2. So these are the midpoints. So Rashmi should post where x is 5, that means on the 5th line, her blue flag at 45 upon 2, which is 22.5 meters. Question number 4. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points minus 3, 10 and 6, minus 8 is divided by minus 1, 6. Now here ratio is not given to us, but coordinates are given to us. Means x and y is given to us for the point. Now here A is minus 3, 10, B is 6, minus 8. Let the point of cutting or dividing be q, that is minus 1, 6, and ratio will be k is to 1. We are assuming it as k is to 1. So we have the formula with us. We have x coordinate, we have y coordinate. Now we are going to put x and y in this. X is minus 1, which is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. So what is m? M I am assuming at k. x2 will be 6. N I have taken as 1 into x1 is minus 3 upon k plus 1. Same way, what about for the y? Y value is given to us as 6. So 6 is equal to m is k, y2 is minus 8 plus n is 1 and y1 is 10 upon k plus 1. On cross multiply, you will get minus k minus 1 is equal to 6k minus 3, and for the y side you will get 6k plus 6 is equal to minus 8k plus 10. Solve this, you will get k as 2 by 7 and the other value of k is also 2 by 7. So I can say that the ratio is 2:7. Question number 5. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining A 1, minus 5 and B minus 4, 5 is divided by the x-axis. Also find the coordinates of the point of division. Now they are saying it is divided by the x-axis. That means your y coordinate will be 0. So what are the points? Your A is 1, minus 5. Your B is minus 4, 5. Let that point of division be P. That will become x, 0, and ratio is k is to 1. Because ratio is not provided, so we will assume as k is to 1. Now here ratio is also not with us and value of k coordinate is also x coordinate is also not with us. So what we are going to do is we will try to solve the y part. So y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. We have the value of y with us, that is 0. Your m is k, y2 is 5, your n is 1, your y1 is minus 5 upon k plus 1. With this we will get the value of k. K comes out to be 1. Now we have value of k coordinate with us, that ratio is with us. With this we can find out the x coordinate, okay, of the line of division. So x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and m here is k, x2 is minus 4, n is 1, x1 is 1 upon k plus 1. We have the value of k with us. We will put it into this. On solving we get x is equal to minus 3 by 2. So y coordinate we already had 0. We were able to find out x coordinate, that is minus 3 by 2, by getting the value of k and putting into the equation. Question number 6. If 1 by 2, 1, 2, 4, y, x, 6 and 3, 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in the order, find x and y. Now since it is a parallelogram, we know the property of a parallelogram, that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. That means your midpoint of AC will be equal to midpoint of BD, that is P. That means they are bisecting, equally dividing. So what we are going to do is we will find the midpoint of the diagonal AC and the midpoint of diagonal BD to get the center points. So when I take the midpoint of AC, it will become 1 plus x upon 2 and 2 plus 6 upon 2. I get 1 plus x upon 2 and 4. So x and y coordinate I found. Case 2, we will find out the midpoint of BD. So midpoint of BD when I find, then it becomes 4 plus 3 upon 2 and 5 plus y upon 2, which I get 7 upon 2 and 5 plus y upon 2. Now since they are equal points, so x will be related with x and y will be related with y, and we will be able to find out. So 1 upon x upon 2 will be equal to 7 upon 2 because diagonals bisect each other, and 4 is equal to 5 plus y upon 2. So on solving we get x as 6 and y as 3. So the coordinates are 6, 3. Question number 7. Find the coordinates of point A where AB is the diameter of a circle whose center is 2, minus 3 and B is 1, 4. Now if you look at the diagram, we are given the center points are marked at C, that is 2, minus 3, and B point also we has 1, 4, and A coordinates are not with us, that we are going to find out. Let it be x, y. Now what is C? C is the center of AB. So we know, and we can use the midpoint theorem for midpoint formula for this, that is x plus 1 upon 2 will be equal to 2. That value is given to us. For y we have minus 3 is equal to y plus 4 upon 2. So on solving we get x as 3 and y as minus 10. So the coordinates of A are 3, minus 10. Question number 8. If A and B are minus 2, minus 2 and 2, minus 4 respectively, find the coordinates of P such that AP is equal to 3 upon 7 AB and P lies on the line segment AB. Now coordinates AB is given to us. Now ratio is given, AP is equal to 3 upon 7 AB. But I want AP and PB. So AP and PB will be 3:4. Now I have the ratio with us and I have the coordinates with us. I will put it into my section formula. So x will be equal to m is 3, x2 is 2, n is 4, x1 is minus 2 upon 3 plus 4. Same way for the y coordinate it will become m is 3, y2 is minus 8, n is 4 and y1 is minus 2 upon 3 plus 4. So solve this. X comes out to be minus 2 by 7 and y comes out to be minus 32 by 7. Question number 9. Find the coordinates of the point which divide the line segment joining A and B into 4 equal parts. So if you look at my line segment, I have broken into 4 equal parts as AD, DE, EF and FB. All will be equal. Since all will be equal, it means if I take my line segment AB, E will be the center of AB. So using the midpoint formula, I can find out E coordinates. A coordinates are minus 2, 2, B coordinates are 2, 8, E is the midpoint. So on doing that, I can get minus 2 plus 2 upon 2 and 2 plus 8 upon 2. I get my coordinates as 0, 5. That is E coordinate. Now if I look at AE, I have the E coordinates. D is the center of AE. So again using midpoint formula, I can find out D. So what is D now? D will be minus 2 plus 0 upon 2 and 2 plus 5 upon 2. I get minus 1, 7 by 2. These are the coordinates for D. Now look at EB. If I look at EB, F is the center point. I have E coordinates, I have B coordinates. Using that, I will find out F coordinates using midpoint. So 0 plus 2 upon 2 and 5 plus 8 upon 2. It becomes 2 upon 2 and 13 upon 2. That is 1, 13 by 2. So with this, I am able to find out E coordinates using AB and D coordinates using AE and F coordinates using EB. Question number 10. Find the area of the rhombus if its vertices are 3, 0, 4, 5, minus 1, 4 and 2, minus 2, minus 1 taken in order. Hint is given to us, area of a rhombus is half into product of its diagonals. Now how to find the product of its diagonals? I need to have their length, and for length I need to find the distance. Distance of AC if I find out, we will be using distance formula. Coordinates are given to us. So when I do that, it becomes square root of minus 1 minus 3 the whole square plus 4 minus 0 the whole square. On solving this, I get square root of 32, which is 4 root 2. This is the distance of AC. Similarly, I need to find out distance of BD also. Coordinates are given to us. With this, B is 4, 5 and D is minus 2, minus 1. Again, we are going to use the distance formula to find the length of BD. That is square root of minus 2 minus 4 the whole square plus minus 1 minus 5 the whole square. You get square root of 72, which is 6 root 2. Now we have the distance AC also, we have the distance of BD also. That means both the lengths are given to us. We are able to find. Now we are going to use the formula for area of rhombus, that is half into product of diagonals. Product of diagonals means AC into BD. So what is your AC? 4 root 2. What is your BD? 6 root 2. Root 2 is 2 and 2 gets cancelled and 6 4s are 24. So your answer is 24 square units. That's all for this exercise, children. Please read the question very carefully and understand which formula you have to use. Either section formula it will be there, or it will be there that midpoint you have to find out. So using that you will be able to do this exercise. Just 2 formulas are there. Remember the sequence, that is very important. Just write in your rough if you think that you will forget the formulas and the arrow parts, so that you don't do any mistake. Thank you so much, children, for watching the video till the end. Very soon I am going to come with the next video. Till then, see you children. Goodbye. Take care.